Yeah.
You may have misheard.
Yeah, I know, John. That's the joke.
Oh my God! Spider shield.
Are we live?
Yep, we are.
Are we alive?
At least for 80 more years if things go well.
I mean, if things go well, we'll live like 100 more years at our age.
That's a slow roll.
Because that's the.
Where are we
100,
off to?
100 more is a bit generous then.
Where are we off to?
120 is like the oldest general people live to.
Actually, no, it's not a bit generous. It's a bit too low.
Not for your stand. Yes, for your standards, John, but not for any
Oh.
normal
Oh, no.
person. What? He was working there, wasn't he? How the fuck?
This has happened again.
I can't even think of how to fix that.
I don't remember what we did, but we did do something.
Do we restart the game?
We just restarted, yeah.
Alright. Well, John, the gamer, says hi.
Uh,
Hello.
see, hopefully the point is to get to a point where 120 is middle age. Huh? Wouldn't that be nice? Would you like 120 to be middle age?
Depends. Do I keep my youth?
Yeah. Let's say you do.
Don't start this hypothetical crap.
Let's say you do. Would you like
Also,
this?
if 120 became the middle age in real life,
Yeah?
we'd still be fucking old. We'd just live as old people a lot longer.
Well, that's why I said, do I keep my youth?
And I said yes.
But then that's not even realistic at all. Like, while it is
Not yet.
while it is feasibly believable that we could become beings that live long enough for that to be our middle age, we still like become elderly at like 60. That's just
I
written
feel
into
like this is nitpicking in a hypothetical situation that could really exist in any context.
that's John.
No, that's you.
Oh yeah, but it's me in relation to John.
But like, fight.
Yes, that's his name.
But forget any, what do you call it?
Please work.
Preconceptions.
Yay. This thing odd as fuck.
I don't even, like, it's not Daughters of Ash.
It's just a
because
spider.
I've seen.
Yes.
It's not a very odd bug.
There. Well, John, say hi to
Why
you.
should it be
Say
like
hi,
it
Sean.
has 10 legs?
Yellow.
It has 10 legs.
What, do you discriminate
Nobody's-
against
nobody's-
spiders with
Hey,
10
Matthew.
legs? Huh?
We've never seen a normal spider in Dark Souls.
Yeah.
I think the assumption is they just got 2 extra legs as a gift, as a treat.
Anyway, yes, I would live to 240.
Yes, if you could keep your youth, yeah. I mean,
Yeah. Get to experience more.
or, you know,
So it's
just
good.
forget the organic aging process and just
Henry, the stream didn't restart, so I don't know
Consciousness
what you're
traps.
talking about.
Let's be robot.
unlimited renewals of life.
What cost?
Let's say none.
3 minutes ago.
What do you
It's
grow
never none, but let's say none.
Do you grow
Okay,
any
fair
bugs?
point, Henry. I have no idea what this is.
What?
No, Henry's just mentioned that a 3-minute VOD happened, like in the last 3 minutes.
Oh.
Yes,
You're
okay.
angry,
Yes,
okay.
Henry.
Eh?
You're delayed. Get over it.
Delayed you are. What was it?
Oh, go that way. Is that where
Why
we're
are you
going?
telling yourself to go that way?
I'm just.
So James,
I've been playing the normal game.
Would you
What
go?
the fuck?
Would you go for it? If you could transfer your consciousness to a different organic body, manufactured, let's say, would you do it? Would you have it done?
Like, you're being too generic, John.
No, but I mean, think about it.
That's what I mean. You're saying, like, breathe, would you? That's how it makes sense to me. Like, you're saying such a generic, well, not
Okay,
generic, but
okay.
such generalized idea.
Consciousness transfer, but like a
Like-
baby dies.
You have to be a bit more specific. Well, I mean, that's just becoming would you rather at that point.
Yeah, why not? If a baby dies every time you consciousness transfer,
No.
would you do it?
No.
What if it's like not even a baby that's, you know, aware?
John, that's
It's alive.
not. No.
You still wouldn't?
No.
You just care about the fact that it's a baby?
No, I just care about the fact that it has a cost of someone else other than me.
Could be baby Hitler.
John, I wouldn't shoot Hitler in the crib if that's what you're going to ask.
Would you shoot him in the head?
Would you shoot him in the head?
No.
Would you shoot him outside of his crib?
I would not shoot Hitler. And some other rhyme with green eggs and ham.
Weird.
Yes, we've established this.
What if the baby is one of them?
Then the baby will be undead, and it doesn't matter if I go. You have the worst hypotheticals, John. Mostly because they all drip with your personality.
Immortality.
You have a
but-
terrible hypotenuse.
Immortality, but at the cost of
Oh, Walter.
constantly needing to suckle
renew.
off someone else's soul.
Immortality, but at the cost of your mortality.
So, Voldemort.
Yeah, Voldemort.
No.
Would you
No.
without the
Not,
looking weird?
I'm not talking about... I could deal with complete fucking disfigurement, John.
So
It's
you
not-
would go, for example, if there was a separate option that would make you completely ugly but make you live longer,
Lich.
as opposed to Lich. You
Like,
would go for Lich
I
over.
like undead races in games, John, so it's
You-
not about
you-
the actual physical appearance that
so
bothers me.
you would go for Lich over looking like a normal human, but like a cost of life.
Yes. If I could, through some way of only cost to myself, become an immortal Lich, fine. But if it costs anything from anyone else, I'll just say no. It's not how I roll. It also provides...
Very clanky at night. That just. just
You
just
don't know
the
what
practice-
sound like... You do know bones are made of metal, right?
Well, I mean, no, they're not. But obviously, you're going to be at least doing some reinforcement of your bristly bone.
No, because...
You will
that's-
have to
it's
get
a-
used to the sound of the xylophone.
No, John, because... Henry, I think it might just be the VOD for this stream somehow happening at the same time.
We've created a time paradox.
I've also lost the fucking dashboard. No, it might just be the VOD for this stream happening as we stream.
So can we like get hints from the stream, from the VOD? So we
Yeah,
know what
hints
to-
about what you did before. Here we go.
So we've established yours.
I might just have to stop naming the Dark Souls stream based on Matthew playing the game and more about John's.
Hypothetical of the day.
Yeah.
This is sorry, what was I going to say? Alright, yeah. So we've established that you would rather Lich than Voldemort.
No, I wouldn't rather be dominated by a Lich, John.
Just kidding. No, how could
Okay.
I was about to say how could leeches do that, but
They still have limbs, John.
yeah, but like they're all bone.
Welcome again,
No.
Haven 90, which is...
No, Alex.
Alex.
Like you know, leeches, just all bone, right? They no muscles whatsoever, so they're like
Yes, but
the
John, they're
weakest.
also magic. Did that occur to you? They're also, like, in order for it to even make sense in the first place, it's magic.
That magic is irrelevant here because I mean
No, it isn't,
there's
because...
still a pile of bone.
No, but, like, the point is they're animated by magic. Like, they are magic. To become a Lich in any kind of fiction is always... You have mastered that part of magic and thus can survive it.
Cancer magic.
What the fuck?
Just- if there was such a thing as cancer magic, does that mean
That's
you
just-
could survive cancer?
That's just called using healing poorly, essentially.
Oh, that's a thing.
I suppose,
I'm sure some-
That's an idea.
I'm sure
Healers,
some
healers could be.
fictions-
Healers could be.
Don't call it cancer magic, firstly.
It's basically them botching up a healing spell on purpose.
Yes.
So yeah, healers in fiction.
But also,
sorry, fantasy.
In order for that
could
to
be-
like fit tonally,
yeah.
the fantasy world you've created has to be fucked. No, because I
It
mean
is
they,
pretty finished.
yeah, but I mean they've gone too far because it's just like, why bother with your fucking cancer magic when you can just boom fire?
Conan the Barbarian. Cancer.
I don't fucking care about Conan.
Yeah, but it fits the.
Thank you,
criteria.
Dennis, for quoting John.
What did he say?
Cancer magic.
This is how we do it.
No, but I mean,
This is how we do it.
but I mean, Casimir. It's what it would be. I feel confident enough to say I'm not wrong with that.
Yes, you're not wrong, but I mean, nobody would talk about it like that.
And at the same time, you're very wrong.
Like, you have to understand tone, John. Content dictates form, but also form dictates content.
Okay, so
So, form dictates tone?
Form dictates form, and content dictates content.
like, if a healer,
This is too much dictating.
if a healer with
Perfect
healing,
for John.
if a healer with healing magic can replenish your blood, can it also just
That's why most.
take it away?
Well, John, here's the thing. In lots of games where there's a specific healer class, race, whatever,
Yeah.
they also tend to be the class that can use debuffs on enemies a lot. That's the implication there.
Combat medic just takes on a whole new different meaning.
Well, like, nobody calls them combat medics in a fantasy setting, John. That's not a fantasy setting. If the one you're referring to, one I'd be aware of, which is 40k.
Oh, well,
That's
no.
not a fantasy
Yeah,
setting.
fair. Sorry, what was I trying to say?
Sean is talking to the chat.
What
Talk.
What America?
Go on, John.
What
Respond.
America? What's he asking? What America?
I think he's talking about.
Why the Asian coughing so much? Who knows? Who knows?
A real doctor can also give people AIDS. Yes. I mean,
Anyone
it's not.
can really. He doesn't need to
Yes.
use needle.
But his point still stands, John.
No liches. Let's go back to liches.
Like, I mean, John, they're not that complicated.
Yes.
It's mostly just the idea you pull your soul out, your body decays.
They're all bones, though.
Yes, but like, they're magic, John, and they still wear clothes.
I did it.
Like, naked liches is definitely something you don't see much.
You must have. She'll have
Literally.
to my own.
Thanks, Alex. Thanks for the actual lore, Alex.
What's Alex got? Dracolich.
I would have been eaten alive. Thank you. I'm Louis.
You can use a human necromancer to perform the spells.
But in most fictions, dragons are naturally magical anyway.
I did it.
Oh, you saved it. Well done. And you're actually, I suppose, there's no such thing as a non-pyromancy run because it's not actually based on stats.
You're still fight man, basically. To
Yeah. Fireman just concentrated a bit too much on something that wasn't of much value. Anyway, John, I presume you've had a point.
Oh right, yeah. Speaking of bitches, well, opposite of bitches.
I don't know, a living person?
Not that kind of opposite. I mean,
A
like
paladin. I mean, if like dark magic, skeleton, undead,
longevity.
living. Oh, what do you mean? It's not opposite if you're talking about.
No, like the opposite in every way except for longevity.
He's a demigod, like a holy demigod, probably.
But also,
Especially because they have the natural longevity rather
What
than
about
unnatural.
mummies
They're-
kind of fall in the in between.
I mean, like, you still have the dark magic aspect, John, and undead. Like, you can't say opposite for everything except longevity and then just say opposite except for almost all of it. Because, like, a mummy in most fiction is fundamentally still a lich. They just tend to be not as respected as much. Despite being respected.
The mummies are just like
The respect is
they're just there in like
provided they are dead, not
They're-
provided they come back.
they're there in like undead bars, and then just like the lich just comes in and is like, oh fucking mummies,
Yeah.
alright. just shit talking like the amount of mummies here, like oh, didn't know this was such a dump.
Compared to a lich, a mummy is the embodiment of talking well about someone at their funeral, but if they come back, you suddenly don't care as much again. So, a mummy, they were respected in death, that's why they're a mummy. But then when they come back as undead, nobody gives a shit. Whereas a lich builds a cult almost always. So they have tons of people who love them.
So it depends on when the mummy comes back. Because if they come back recently enough,
Well, nobody would fucking know if like, they'd come back long enough.
Oh no,
I
I
mean, that
mean,
doesn't
like
even
if they,
matter.
I say if they come back recently, they might still have
Also,
members of their own
also sometimes-
dynasty around. Right?
that's provided it's a magical mummy, although sometimes they're just zombies. They're just zombies with bandages.
Necrons basically went through those two phases. Went from mindless zombies to yes, actually they have some personality.
No, that's the meta. Like in universe they did.
Okay, so what happened
In universe, basically, you have castes. It's just the more important you are, the more brain you get to keep.
the more brain you get to keep. So you're saying is in this hypothetical situation, I would get like 0.
Yes, you'd be a basic. You'd probably be a basic Necron warrior, or knowing you, a flayed one, because
Yeah, probably.
yeah, even though they're supposed to be.
I want to be fashionable, James.
No, but they're literally the mentally handicapped of the Necrons.
yes, but also like they're so fashionable. I mean, they just wear human skin.
That's right. What just happened? Now?
You got
Cancer
poison.
magic.
You got poison.
Poison doesn't kill that quickly. Is it toxic?
Cancer magic.
Cancer magic.
No, that's
Yes, it's catching on.
just a regular high-powered poison jump.
No, it's catching on.
What?
Chaos.
I
Wait,
have
no, not
my-
chaos. Cancer.
Oh yeah. I think
Magic.
I'll be pleased. Ah,
Healing cancer. Wait, no.
yeah. Well,
Cancer
I'm sure
healing.
that
There we go.
here.
And there you go.
From the wireless.
Now, if you buy something stronger than a fireball, like fire orb, you're immediately better than Fireman ever was.
Will he? Is the question.
I don't have any souls right now anyway.
They tried bringing the mummy back with Tom Cruise and ended the universe with death. Yeah. Oh yeah, but that's what happens with modern movies when they try and make a cinematic universe out the gate.
The gamer sure has quiet. So what was that? What was your last point? There about
You're a fucking idiot.
no, your last point there about movie franchises.
That like
I
most
just-
movie
just-
fran-
I just
mo-
want Matthew to hear this.
most cinematic universes are likely to fail if they intend for a cinematic universe out the gate.
Hmm.
Trilogy.
What are you fucking coming about?
Well, as you know, Matthew, Finn, and myself went to watch Color in Space.
Oh my fuck. Well, I didn't
It's,
actually know that.
it's intended to be a trilogy, apparently.
Yeah, so that's
With,
quite
Dun-
likely
with,
that
with Dunwich coming up.
it's either likely that it well no the trilogy is a different matter, but it's the same effect, I'd say.
It's the same.
It's just minimised by there
principle.
only being 3. Is that you're likely to see declining quality.
Plus, the next one won't have any games.
The next one will or won't?
It won't.
Won't.
Just or one way on.
Sean, how bad is your hearing?
Who's they, Matthew? Who's they?
Dead City of New London. Oh bye.
Not looking very new.
It's new because it's new like New York is new, John.
New Londo.
Even New Londo was once New Amsterdam. Wait, no.
Well, actually, it was. Ulus. No, Ulusia wasn't built. It wasn't built on Ulusia. That was Dark Blue.
Was it?
So no, New Londo is just New Londo. That's all.
What do you guys need?
Not over.
Really weird fish.
They did release the Invisible Man recently, but they made it its own thing.
And they made it into a horror, which.
Already was. Oh,
I mean-
I'm just reading what Henry said.
Hold on.
Well,
No, I guess it was kind of more of like a.
see, I always
It's
viewed
like-
it. I always viewed it as
Istanbul
more of a
Constantinople.
It's a scientific romance, I think.
For what?
scientific romance.
That's what a lot of H.G. Wells stuff is called. And I think he wrote the Invisible Man, so.
As in, like, I don't know, just suffering genius? Is that just the idea? Suffering genius, and then
no,
the
I
story revolves around, oh, the woman who understands him. Fuck me. That was.
It landed anyway. At
Yeah.
least there's the radiator.
Okay, I'm just gonna put that over on the other side of the room.
I guess you just, the elephant was a bit too heavy for that hook.
Well, I mean, we have to address the elephant in the room.
Fuck off. Barking the door.
I don't actually know a lot of Invisible Man. I just know that.
Well, from what the trailer
I guess
is telling me.
sci-fi wasn't really a thing around H.G. Wells' time. It's just novels were called
Science.
scientific romance.
Yeah.
This is
Maybe
I presume
no,
romance
wait.
then-
Maybe it's like scientific romance, as in like one of the people in the romance is a scientist.
I presume actually then
Not
it means
necessarily
romance in the
romance.
Roman term, as in
like Romance of the Three Kingdoms.
just wonder. I think is the
Yeah.
idea of it. Fanciful wonder.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Godzilla King of Monsters is a fun movie. Just skip the prequel that focuses on the soul. Oh yeah.
That's
I mean, I don't particularly care for their attempts at making a Godzilla normal movie. Although I feel like they're...
Godzilla!
I think when they do attempt Godzilla and Kong, that's probably going to be fun.
Haven't they already? Or do you mean again?
I mean, there was the original Godzilla vs. King Kong, but what I
Yeah.
mean is when the Western market tries that again, because they are. The after credits scene for King of the Monsters was in Kong, John.
No, I'm saying, yeah, probably, but I mean, it probably will not be good.
The recent film is much more horror than the novel.
Because Godzilla seems, I mean, I haven't seen them
Is he talking
side
about
by
King as
side.
well,
Yeah.
I haven't seen them side by side, but I'm going to just make the small assumption that King Godzilla is much taller than King Kong ever will be.
No, in the originals, yes, but that also because the King Kong made up for the original Godzilla vs. King Kong was essentially a completely new King Kong, just big monkey, big monkey with lightning powers for some reason. But
Also, in
The
in the King Kong film, the one with Brendan Fraser, he is. Brendan Fraser. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was in it. The one I watched, anyway.
With Jack Black.
Jack Black.
Oh,
There's a guy who has Brendan Fraser's haircut from the Mummy movies. Is that what you're perhaps?
Oh right.
I'm sure it's Brendan. Yeah, I'm fairly sure.
No, he's not in a King
You
Kong.
can
movie,
you can
John.
look up King Kong.
There's one with John Goodman, which is the newest one.
No, not the newest one.
The one with
I
Jack
watched
Black.
it when I was younger.
Yes, the one any
No,
of us
I
would
could-
watch
I
was
could-
the one from 2006 with Jack Black.
I could have sworn.
And Brendan Fraser was not in that. There was a guy who
could
had
have
that same haircut.
sworn
That's
it was Brendan Fraser. Just
Dear God.
look up the
John,
look up the cast.
it's not Brendan Fraser.
Look
I
up
can
the
tell you
cast.
for-
Look at it. Look it up. Look it up, Jen. Look it up. Look it up.
Jesus Christ.
It would be
Because
funny
you
if it
aren't going to
was.
miss what's ever said in the chat. Adrian Brody. That's the guy who played the main character, John.
Broly?
Brody.
Brody.
Jack
Brody.
Driscoll. Yeah.
So not Brendan.
No, I fucking told you that. Stupid arsehole.
He looked like Brendan Fraser, though.
Yes, as I just said, he was wearing the same time period of clothes and had the same haircut as Brendan Fraser does in the Mummy movies.
Yeah, that must be why.
I explained that to you, but you said no.
It was very important to double check these things.
Not when you're a fucking idiot.
Even
Did you just find a new elevator?
No.
it's an old
I'm
elevator.
going back because I was so old.
Ah.
Ooh, look at you with your 13,000 shoals.
Oh, that'd be right.
Which are a different type of souls to the souls that are up in the top left.
Eh? Oh, that.
But that's also souls.
A rare tiny. Is it necessarily?
Well, not from the fucking description, but from how it's used. It's part of the Dark Soul, and thus his soul.
Oh, I guess, yeah.
And then somehow it goes in the blood. For painting. That-
Paint.
that people headcanon as being the world of Bloodborne.
Yeah, I guess.
People also headcanon that the Ashen Lake is what happens after the bad end of Demon Souls. Dead Souls. Yeah, you know the Yakuza spin-off game, Dead Souls?
Dead Souls.
No.
Do you know? It's
I'm just refusing to acknowledge it.
yeah, it's a zombie movie, but it's with the Yakuza characters, Matthew.
But what about the period drama Yakuza game?
Period dramas.
Yeah. You don't know.
I could
I've talked
make
to women on their periods, yes?
I could make a joke at this point, but
I
James...
just made it for you.
No,
yes.
not that sort of joke. You filthy
Stop messing with the
swine.
cushions!
I'm
Jesus
not messing.
Christ! What are you doing?
This one is... yeah. Had to be moved. Huh?
This man.
Now, James, if you could... Ah, fuck!
You did that to yourself.
If you could have cancer magic,
No.
would you have it?
No! No!
You would be the most badass medic.
No!
The most terrible one, but also the most badass. Huh?
No!
Why not?
Because that's not how I do things. That's not how I would do things if I had such powers. If I had such powers, I wouldn't use them.
What if you had amazing healing powers, but like 1 in 100 times?
Well, first of all, that's
It-
not how
it evolves into
that's not how
cancer
skills would work. First of all,
Well, no, let's just say every time you use it, there's a 1 in 100 chance.
like it's very video gamey is what you're describing, and not all actually controlled by realistic.
Okay, but if you screw up,
Yeah, if you screw up,
If you screw up, it would still be cancer magic. Yeah.
we all already have cancer. Man. That's what Henry says. But, like, that's like being a doctor, John, but with magic. That's the point.
So, cancer magicians be able to give cancer to people.
wait, hold on. Why did you direct that at me?
What?
I don't know.
No, I'm directing it to the room, you know?
Henry's
It's-
favourite
it's an
Henry.
it's, oh.
But just, like, it's just no, John.
okay.
I don't know if you understand, but I'm fundamentally a moral person. Like, do you understand that?
Sure. Okay, here's nice.
John is just like acting like Satan or something.
Would you sell your soul for this shitty thing that you wouldn't want?
Would you sell your soul for this antique lamp?
Now, James, let us say, for example,
Lettuce, eh?
let us say that
Letters?
you can heal
Matthew,
the blind.
you might have been able to buy a fire.
I could also level up
How many times?
like 3 or 4.
Okay, that's acceptable. What was your
You
point?
can
of-
heal blind people, but
You're blind yourself.
shut up, Matthew. For everyone you heal,
he leads others to that
For
which
e-
he cannot possess.
for everyone you heal, you lose just that little bit of your own eyesight.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You willingly go blind for it.
John, again, you know me. You know how I think, how I feel. These are not hypotheticals that make me question my own morals. They're just, no, I wouldn't do that because it's fucking evil, or I would do that because it's the selfless thing to do.
What about stabbing a
Is
monster
being
in the
selfless
ass?
necessarily moral?
No, but it's the selfless thing to do. That's the...
A lot of bad
It's
things have
relative.
been a lot
It's
of
relative.
a lot of bad things have been done in the name of selflessness.
Yeah, they also tend to be lying. The issue between actual selflessness and saying you're doing it for the benefit of others is... There's
No, but not even just lying. I mean, like, just as unintended consequences. You know?
But that's life. You have to deal with that.
But you're fine with that.
John wants to go blind so that he doesn't have to look cancer Matthew. Because Henry didn't put in punctuation when he said cancer Matthew. So it's cancer Matthew.
We all have a little bit of cancer, Matthew.
Well, I'd like to give mine back. my little bit of cancer, Matthew. Get it out of my hand.
He's doing the selfless thing just because you can.
Why are we
Well,
philosophizing on fucking Dark Souls?
Because I've already done this.
Actually, if you think about it,
Entertaining.
James, those
Let Matthew
Oh yeah.
I've already done this. I've seen it before.
No, go on.
I did
Matthew.
something
No, go on.
with the selfless thing.
Yeah.
Like, if you can cure someone, but if you can cure someone's blindness by harming yourself, is that the moral thing to do just because you can?
Well, I wouldn't. Okay, well, look, the generalizing term of saying it's the moral thing, I don't know where to stand on that. But I'd say I do it. That's my point. The morals that I have tell
Because
me
you kind of
I would
follow.
do it. What?
It's because you kind of followed from you saying you're
Yeah.
As in being a moral person.
Moral is in I follow the morals that I was taught strictly.
Dancing.
What about Japanese? I was going to say Japanese Yakuza pilots, but what I mean to say is Japanese
Yakuza pilots.
suicide pilots.
No, John, because that's not.
They're technically being very, very selfless.
But they're also
For the sake-
killing.
Yes, but for the
John,
sake.
the
No,
point is.
no, that's like enforced sacrifice.
Yeah, that's. Oh, yeah. Also, first of all, I wouldn't support my own military, let alone another one. So.
Yeah,
That's
no,
not.
no.
So I wouldn't lay down my life like that because that's not how I think.
No, I'm not saying that's how you would do it, but I mean, like, in that sense, is it still not selfless? Because
Yes.
they're not thinking of
But
themselves.
my point
no,
is,
they're
I'm
just
the
killing.
morals that I have tell me that the selfless thing that I would want to do
Yeah.
is the thing I should do, or the thing that I was taught to want to do.
Also, funnily enough, some of those ships that they were crashing into, it's just like harbor did it. It just left an imprint of the
John,
plane.
only you were talking about the kamikaze pilots.
It just left an imprint
John,
on the
yes,
side of the boat.
we get it. Only you were talking about kamikaze pilots.
No. This brings up an interesting question.
What?
Very, very interesting question.
Maybe for you, but not for me.
If you could own a ship, yes, a ship, all to your own, with your own loyal crew,
A boat, man.
a boat, yeah, just small enough, medium-sized boat.
That means nothing, John. The actual size range of boats is fucking huge.
Let's say yacht size. Right.
Also, the size range of yachts is fucking huge.
Small yacht. You fucking.
Are you saying yacht?
Yeah. What? Yachts.
Yacht.
Yacht.
Yachts.
Not yacht. Yacht.
Yachts.
Not yacht.
What
Yacht.
Japanese children's show, Yatterman?
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, you can have one of those.
True would happen, but that's also a paradox I feel, so I just deal with it.
No. If you could have a boat, but as a cost for this boat.
Now think about the actual
Yeah.
value of what you're saying. If this involved is like, would you shank someone for the boat?
What'd you say? No. See, let's say that this boat was sold to you on the basis of, or not sold, given to
Sleep
you.
on it for 3 days. It's
He
haunted.
lived.
I kicked him off the edge.
Given to you on the basis of, oh, you know, it's a fine enough boat, it's cheap, and yeah, sure, you buy it, whatever.
And
And it sinks.
And you're on the sea. You've spent a lot of money on this boat.
you find out it was used to murder children.
No. Oh. You've spent a lot of time at sea,
Get on with it.
and then you just realize that, oh shit.
Sea life isn't for me.
Shut up, man.
I'm not too fond of the boat.
And then you realize, oh shit, this boat
haunted.
is not haunted, but it's like,
Oh.
It's unlucky.
it's releasing terrible, terrible chemicals into the water, which are killing the fish.
Turning the frog.
Oh, is
would-
that all?
Now, let me finish. You try to give back the boat, okay?
Well, that's not what I would do first of all, but okay.
But let's just say, you try to give back the boat, right?
And you can't do anything that you would actually do with it. You only have to do this one thing.
No, hang on. Right. So, if you tried to give back the boat, let's frame it that way.
Your hypotheticals are shit.
If you tried to give back
Yes,
the
you
boat,
made the point.
right? And let's say it was taken back.
Take it back.
Let's
You tried to give it back, but they took it back instead.
Let's just say they accepted it back. But more fish can die as a result if you did give it back. You obviously wouldn't, so what else would you do?
Dismantle the fucking thing. Valuable materials, John.
Dismantle it? How? I mean, it could be
You
harmful
can
to
sell it
human-
for scrappage.
It could be harmful to... Yeah, but if you sell it for scrappage, it might definitely come back to be used again. Like the boat itself...
Metal. Metal is not poisonous to fish.
No, but the
I
boat,
mean,
the boat
you know.
itself, in its composition, is the one that's
What the
doing
fuck
the
is it made out of? Uranium?
Just engage with the hypothetical here. I mean,
Yeah, but that's the thing. You're not explaining this shit like it's not.
Okay, so
It's
you're
a
driving a boat
evil
made
boat.
of heavy metals.
evil boat.
Evil boat kills fish for some reason.
Evil boat kills fish for some reason.
So this boat is
You're-
made of
but
lead,
fucking-
yes?
I'm no
Fucking
science.
store the thing and not do anything with it. That's the end of that.
Oh.
But what if after you die, somebody else comes into possession of the boat?
But the boat turns evil and has a mind
Store-
of its own.
Store it where?
In a fucking garage. If it's a small yacht,
Where it-
fits
where-
on a trailer.
Where it can then go on to corrupt the soil.
No, that's not how hypotheticals work, John. You don't start adding shit.
Lock it up like a fucking SCP.
Yeah. If that's what you want so fucking badly.
Because it's obviously evil.
And send it
It's
to
all-
Russia with the owner.
Evil is subjective. Come on. this boat just wants to make Earth like it's
Speaking of which, before you mentioned SCP, Dennis said John was trying to make bad horror fan fiction.
ironic.
Henry,
So you would
don't
you would
fucking say yacht.
so you wouldn't buy the yacht. Then.
No.
Okay.
By the what?
The yacht.
Wait, no, that's not what your hypothetical was. Your
No,
hypothetical
but
was what
like-
you would do with it.
Yeah. What would you do with it? But also like, if you knew about this beforehand, you wouldn't buy.
You wouldn't buy the what?
You wouldn't, what? You wouldn't buy the yacht.
The fucking chat.
You wouldn't buy the yacht. In this sense.
Well, first of all, I wouldn't buy a yacht anyway.
Okay, but you're rich.
Even if I was
Boom!
rich,
Money.
even if I was
rain.
rich, a yacht is not something I care for.
What would you buy if you had yourself
I'd basically continue my normal life, but it would be far easier, John. That's
A VR headset.
a VR headset?
yeah, a fucking swordfish computer desk.
Very gamer desires.
But the computer is
It's haunted.
Swordfish.
It's poisoning
Oh
the
no!
sword.
Have you not heard of the swordfish computer desk?
No.
It's the computer is built into the desk.
Oh, I mean, you could make one of those.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
No.
but it's a high grade computer anyway, so that's like
Okay.
You
but
didn't want
now
to
you've
bother.
just got a computer and a desk.
What about you just buy
As
like
a replacement for my normal.
What
Listen,
about-
I'm
what
rich.
about-
I don't have to. I just replace the thing
I
with the
mean,
newer
like, the
thing.
expense is the computer,
yeah
not the desk.
yeah
Yeah, well, yeah, I know, but it's like, I would save on buying a desk at the same time, so it's fine.
What about like the Japanese gamer bed? Would you buy one of those?
The fuck's
Well, I saw that.
Yeah, no, look it up. You'll see what it is.
I can't leave the chat because the chat will. I'll miss anything anybody says.
Someone in chat look it up and describe it to James. Sorry. Someone in chat look it up.
Dennis, tell this story for me.
Tell it through like slide.
John will be like, you have the best gaming PC, but it gives people cancer. You can't use cancer magic. Yeah, that's John's hypotheticals. Yeah.
Listen, I know they're shit hypotheticals.
Also,
that's
John-
why I'm asking.
Also, John, I told you, my marbles at the start of that fucking yacht hypothetical. And then you went back again to the same thing. John, I will not willingly do harm. Do you understand?
Okay, but what if you unwillingly did harm and couldn't fix it?
That's not a hypothetical, that's just, what if life was worse? What if you were a hostage and because of that Batman died trying to save you?
that, Batman died.
Did you just call him Batman?
Batman died.
Batman.
He's my Batman, you know.
You find your true love, but you become John.
I'm living in Batmanton.
Badminton. Nobody ever wants to play a good old honest game of badminton.
Fucking idiot, man.
Fish.
What? You can't just say that.
No, you can.
You can, but you shouldn't. It makes no fucking sense.
That's why it's so
point.
funny to me. It just took you by
Because
surprise.
John's a child.
I just
No,
looked.
he's a cat.
I just looked at you and went fish.
Yeah, that would explain why that cat didn't care for him.
Meal of the day. Fish.
Fish.
Subnautica.
Today's meal is trout and a crow.
Meal of day.
What kind of weapons are they carrying that look like?
They're just like fucking
fish.
gnarled clubs.
Big
John.
fish.
Like, these aren't intelligent beings. Like, it's just whatever they can get their hands on.
That's why
Imagine
you
if they
that's
were
why you carry an umbrella, right, John?
What? It lives, by the way.
I know.
Your
It's not a very
pitiful,
good- not a very good movie.
your pitiful kick wasn't enough.
The kick doesn't do damage, John.
No, I know. He's trying to send it over the edge, but that's what I mean.
Oh, you sent me over the edge wrong. Oh, I just saw a bit of a normal face in there. That's the first time I've seen that.
A what now?
I just saw a bit of a normal human face in it, and that's disturbing.
Ooh.
Now we can do this again.
Oh yeah, the leech. And you actually, well, I suppose not. You still have Pyromancy Club. Not
What is
cool.
this thing?
Blame. It's a leech from behind.
It looks like a face hugger.
It's from behind, John. You're looking at its anus.
Yeah, but still, even from behind, it looks like a face hugger.
Almost like it has legs. And a face hugger has legs. It's almost like
That is not.
It's almost
that
like
is,
if
that
you
is
look
not
at
the
the
similarity.
It's
though.
almost if you looked at the underside of a spider, it would somehow resemble a face hugger.
Or a
But
crab.
you said it was
Or a crab.
But you said it was a leech.
It's a leech with legs, John. Like it's a leech for Dark Souls. It's not
Leech don't have legs.
like the Dark Souls has giant normal leeches and that leech.
Yeah, but I mean, leeches don't have legs.
John, would you rather be Crackman or Goblin?
Crack goblin. Next question. I would be crack goblin. Next question. Just a goblin hopped up
John,
on
if you're-
fictional
John,
crack.
if you're going to do hypotheticals, you play by the rules of hypotheticals. Answer the man properly.
I would be a goblin.
Who said that?
Dennis.
I would be a goblin.
I presume somebody else asked him to ask.
Probably. I would be a goblin. Fire-breathing dogs, dear lord, what has this world come to?
You pointed that out.
House Apocalypse, John. Thank you.
The hot dogs.
Also, their dogs are... Actually, no, they're too small. They probably haven't fed them much.
Next hypothetical, please.
Oh, also Dennis said, I forgot to mention you cause global warming and the economy goes down if you pick Goblin.
Goblin.
Because that's how you do hypotheticals, John.
Goblin all the way.
You iterate on your hypotheticals, thus devaluing the hypothetical.
Goblin.
The economy goes down.
Remember Henry's Would You
Goblin.
Would You Rathers?
Would
They
you
were
rather?
bad.
Would you
It
rather?
was always like, would you rather have superpowers or kill a baby?
What the fuck? I mean, I know I can't speak for much considering my own, but oh my god. One of them is just
Yeah, I'm
in a
actually-
jar.
I can actually
Is
see
this
the
is this what
nose.
happened to the guy from Getting Over It? That's just him now. Stab him in the arse.
No, you
You
don't go too
gonna
small
leave,
for
you
that.
gonna leave that guy in the jar alive? I mean, pitiful existence that it lives.
Ooh, warping.
Yeah.
Kill it.
Crackdown and Goblin have a son.
Crack goblin. It's a surprisingly nice looking weapon that one was holding, considering it's just
No, like they, as I
a
said, they just
gibbering
pick up.
mess.
Uh-oh, Henry says, nah, mine were two negatives, like kill 4 babies quickly or 1 baby painfully.
Now, does the baby feel the pain or do I?
Both, Dennis says.
And I'm all for it.
You're all for it, not the other
I'll
one.
kill all 4 babies slowly. And
I mean-
painfully.
I don't remember yours being able to be construed that philosophically, Henry. Because, I mean, Henry essentially just did the tram argument.
The tram.
Oh,
Oh.
The train ram.
I just remember all of them seeming to have to do with killing babies.
Oh yeah, like I feel like the tone of them was what was made them shit.
I just, I was kind of worried that Henry had an obsession with killing babies.
And we
And
were
now we
right.
know he does.
We were right, but I mean...
You weren't part of this.
What?
You weren't part of this, Jeff.
He had the worry from other things.
Yeah.
For other reasons.
Yeah, like Henry saying
Killing
that
a baby.
we can't necessarily know if we're immortal or not.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So John,
You're getting salty already at the mention of it.
You could be middle-aged at 120, just don't know it yet.
The Lewis situation, with 4 members of your family on one hand, the other is a game journalist.
Game journalist all the way. Run that shit over.
Henry says the obsession came from when I was killed as a baby. Did you die?
What if they were?
Oh, fuck.
Whoa, fuck it.
What if they were to clear
But-
this whole area?
Well, then you have the swamp. Or not swamp. You have the sewers again. Like, these were just sewers, John.
No, I mean like just
And
the
the-
world,
and
just
the
this
bu-
whole world. If they were to reset
You just, bye!
There he goes.
he kill himself by smashing the
Like,
rock
what's your
down
point?
in the
No, no, he smashed
Also-
it and then rolled it off the edge.
Also, first of all, you can't get rid of the undead because they come back.
Yeah, just people living with the undead is basically my point.
But the undead want to kill people because they need souls.
But
John.
yeah. It would breed the toughest people, you know. Just
No, fuck off.
constantly fighting.
No. Just, evolution doesn't work that way.
Yeah, but I mean, this is a game. They can employ as many bullshit logic as they want.
The
As
solution-
much bullshit logic
The
as they want.
solution to the trolley problem.
So then what's the point of thinking about it?
Exactly.
So then...
That one is just
Okay.
it's carrying its body pillow.
Yeah, the solution to the trolley problem is just run them all both over.
Multi-track drifting.
Multi-track drifting, yeah.
Well, no, the picture was somebody mounting a fucking spike to the side to kill the other track.
Yeah.
Or what if you were to just trigger explosives within the train to just...
There's a mod for the old Doom games, which is the trolley problem, where it's just different sets of enemies. Would you kill an imp? Would you kill a pinky? What about a hellbaron? He's nobility.
Be a pinky all the time. Pinkies don't deserve to live.
Well, I mean, as far as the lore of the new Doom is, the pinkies are just animals compared to the rest.
Yeah. That's why they deserve to die.
Excuse me. They don't. No.
Yeah. If they're not even sentient enough for their
The
own
one.
kind.
The one thing. Waitress here.
Oh,
Picture.
I thought he was always here.
No, even.
No. What did you do this time?
Hypotheticals. Out the ass.
There's the title sequence.
Hypotheticals out the ass of relative quality to the ass.
Cancer magic.
Yeah, like that.
Out the ass.
Cancer magic of the ass.
No, out the ass.
Oh, out the
Like it
ass.
comes out of your
Ah.
ass.
So like, if you're not careful with your farts, you could give someone cancer. Is what you're saying.
It
Yeah,
could
It said
be
out
true.
the ass, not out the anus, John.
Shitty, stupid.
It comes from the cheeks.
It comes from the cheeks.
It's like a terrible horror novel.
It's like a Junji Ito short story, but instead look like coming from the mouth.
Stories are
Well,
about
it comes
cats.
from. It comes from the cheeks. Is a children's horror story about a living poop monster. Like, I feel like Roald Dahl or someone would make that.
Yeah, but that's because you're messed up, James. Of course you would think that. Poop monsters already exist. I am the great mighty poo.
Copyright.
I'm going to
Isn't that accurate?
like, how many seconds? is
Matthew,
that?
are you sure? He's quite a shit singer.
I don't sing in shit. I sing shitly.
You sing like shit.
Why do you take that
That's
joke
why
and
it's
just
so
like
accurate.
twist it into something terrible?
Yes.
Oh my god, it's a living bridge.
Henry, poop is the real monster.
I mean,
should have clapped the cheeks when you got the chance.
what if we are 100% efficient, therefore producing no shit? Would you go for it? Would you have it done?
That's just. What do you mean? Would you have it done? Like you said, what if we were like this? Would you do it? That's not English.
And then when do you have it done? Implying you have to get some sort of surgery.
What would you do?
As in, if I could just decide that's how the existence of humanity was, yeah, fine. That's a more efficient physical form, John.
Is it though?
But
I mean,
shitting
if-
is so vital
Because
to our
you're,
cultures.
you're only taking. You're not giving back.
Actually, wait, yeah, that's shit, yeah.
You didn't say that's true, you said that's shit.
Yeah, that's shit, John.
Or actually, I mean, no.
We're not giving back anyway, we're just putting it in the toilets.
You'd have
Where do you
I
think
know.
our shit goes?
you'd have to give back
Well, actually,
somehow. You'd probably just like heat up.
like, yeah,
more.
we still actually
Or you just
give
eat
out
less.
everything that we take in anyway.
You'd eat less,
Mm.
maybe. I don't know.
You
If
eat
yeah,
the
well,
right
you wouldn't
amount.
need to eat as much because you're using all the food, clearly, because you don't need to turn any bit of shit.
Yeah. No sweat. Or anything. Just the perfect human processing machine.
I mean,
Well, basically, it's just you are taking it all until you die when you give it all back.
well, yeah. Hold on.
What if you don't die?
Well, then you're just a fucking atrocity
So
on
then-
physics and energy.
Unless you eat a lot less, you're going to get really fat.
Yeah.
But like, I presume, like, naturally we'd eat less, and those people that would get fat anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even with the body extremely efficient, can't stop people from a little bit of nibbling.
I suppose if it's extremely efficient, we'd be digesting all of it, which
Actually,
probably
if,
mean-
no.
which
see,
would actually,
fat
if we're
people
di-
would be an achievement.
if we're digesting all of it, our stomachs would probably be that much stronger that we'd actually probably have to eat more, at least for the sake of not eating our own stomach.
Don't fight. Speaking of shit. But also, no, I forgot. Never mind.
Victor is likening your talking of efficient humans to the Aryan race.
Und was los ist Wandler? Random German sounding
Yeah,
words.
there we go. That's the joke.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Roman salute. Yeah, I just said it. I didn't do it. It's fine. What? What did you say? Don't buy.
What
It's
do
just
we-
some kind of new Japanese war cry. Don't buy.
That's racist. I'm like pretty sure that's racist.
Only now do you make that comment after That's the lost star.
Oh, that was also racist. Yes,
Why not make the comment then?
because I felt I'd do the opposite. I would
Subvert expectations.
I would subvert expectation by calling you out on being racist towards a culture that's closer to your own than one that is different.
It's okay. We Asians, we have beef with one another, but with the rest of the world,
Is that
We're
why
okay
you have
with-
like barbecues or something?
No, they put whole
Mongolians.
pigs. The
The
Filipinos
Mongolians
put whole
do it.
pigs on it, Matthew.
what?
The Filipinos put whole pigs on the barbecue, Matthew,
Oh, right.
and
Yes.
it's quite disgusting.
They don't eat beef.
You say it's quite disgusting, but it's actually quite tasty.
Yeah, but also, like, I don't even mean actually cooking the pig, just the way it actually.
You have suckling pigs in European culture.
Filipino,
At least the nobility.
Filipino barbecues are
Anyway.
like
Yeah, the
add
nobility
4 or
doesn't
5
exist.
pigs, and if the occasion is larger than I can conceive, add another.
You only ever add another. Doesn't matter how big it gets after that.
Well, I mean, if you're looking at 4 or 5
Well, it's
pigs,
kind of like a logarithmic scale.
if you're looking at 4 or 5
You're lucky that I
whole
have
roasted
barely enough memory of secondary school. For that
whole
exists.
roasted pigs, then you're probably feeding an entire village at that point. Just kick,
Oh,
kick.
Victor, no, don't call him American. Don't
Kick.
call John American.
What did you say, you Russian colony? You fucking what?
Was he there before?
I don't think so.
Well,
Talk to him.
he did.
It's just, forgive me.
Oh, he wants you to open the gate because he's scripted for the Sands gate. So if you open that one,
The gate that I just pulled the melted key out of.
but you didn't put it back in yet. Remember?
He could have done that.
Oh yeah, but the point, I think they're kind of, I think it still fits. Like he's doing the thinking about the problem because that's his character. He thinks about the problem but never actually goes to fix it.
He has a pumpkin head.
Like he probably put his hand on the gate
Pumpkin.
and did. No, it's
It's
an
more,
onion.
it's more of a
No,
pumpkin.
It's
head.
an onion.
everyone says onion.
Nah.
Absolutely
Pumpkin.
fucking everyone says the Katarina Knight helmet is an onion.
Pumpkin. You're all wrong.
If anything, if it's not onion, it's garlic.
I'm glad that somebody in the chat is actually like worth a damn. Alex being joining the chat is like just actually helpful.
You actually constantly burn calories.
What?
Yeah.
Basically, he's just explaining how we burn calories constantly and are just also putting
Breathing
back
it out, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But my point is, at least he fucking did something unlike the rest of the idiots in the chat.
Deadness.
We're just
And,
killing
and
babies.
Henry just feeling extremely burned right now.
And killing babies.
You're not helpful in the chat unless you're helpful on the stream. Fix it. John doesn't burn calories. Yes, he burns coal.
Sluice world.
Sluice works, John.
So,
That would only be made better if it happened when Matthew was going down the slide.
Oh, but I mean, can you imagine just the whole theme park
Themed around sewers.
Yep. Can you imagine such a place? Would you go to such a place?
No.
Would you do it?
What would you have it done? So you wouldn't go to?
No.
Well, why not? It's not exactly.
I don't even like regular theme parks or any of
It's
that
not
shit.
even. It's not even unhygienic. It's just themed around.
But
Shit.
that's why I don't even like normal ones. A sewer-based one is.
It's like when you
less
go. It's like when you go down a slide. It just like screams random facts about shit at you. You know. It's like, oh, the human body contains 69 corn kernels or something. I don't know.
Contains 69.
Contains 69 corn kernels or something like that. I don't know. Just screaming random
I
facts
don't
at you
give
while
a
you're on the
shit.
slide.
I just wouldn't do it, John.
And you know, for ice cream, obviously chocolate ice cream. You know,
You do realize gross out humor stopped in like the early 2000s, right?
that is actually a good question I want to ask now. What's chocolate or vanilla ice cream?
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
I don't even like ice cream on its own that much anyway, but like
Dark
chocolate.
or white
mean-
chocolate? Or is this gonna be a
No.
continuing trend or?
And when you say ice cream, are you talking about the custard-based dessert?
Or
You
perhaps
can
gelato.
You can fuck off.
Milk chocolate, John. No.
Milk chocolate.
Yeah.
Isn't like
Just
white-
what would be considered the normal chocolate? No. There's white chocolate as well, John.
fair. What would be considered the normal chocolate? Oh,
The
you're saying you're sticking
Milk-
to the medium.
Yeah, the milk chocolate is considered the normal chocolate, and then on either side you have white chocolate and dark chocolate.
White chocolate is delicious.
Yes, they're all nice. It's just I'm saying if I had to have one as ice cream, I'd have the milk chocolate. You stupid fuck. I'm answering your questions.
White chocolate is superior though, but I mean, I respect your choice, but white chocolate.
I've never seen dark chocolate ice cream anyway.
No?
No, I've seen white chocolate ice cream, but not dark chocolate.
What about cheese flavored ice cream? I have.
No, I just would.
Cheese flavored ice cream is delicious.
I like very little cheese, and I like very little ice cream. So I don't think putting together.
you and Wallace wouldn't get along then. Yeah.
No, they would. I wouldn't. Although he'd probably know good cheese that I would like. He'd probably be a very considerate elderly neighbour because
Elder.
what age is he? He's bald.
We don't know. He's bald.
He
like,
wears sweater vests.
he could just be someone who went bald really, really young.
I got you a gift, James. Here you go.
Why do you have a block of cheese in your backpack? Why?
It's
Do not question the gift of
Stop.
mozzarella.
The way I think, I'd probably actually just proportionally enjoy cheese the more I can take a whole bite out of it.
So like those cheese that come in like wheels. You would
Well, I wouldn't just take, as in like that's just fucking stupid to actually. But as in like, if I can actually use my teeth to
Oh, well.
pull off a chunk of it, I'd probably enjoy that more just because it's got more texture by there being a chunk of it.
What about?
I don't like sliced cheese. Is basically what I'm saying.
So you do not like.
John, I don't.
If it
I
came
can't,
in a
I
block.
I can't put names to the cheese I like and don't like.
Swiss
That's
cheese.
how-
Swiss cheese is the one with holes in it.
Okay, but mozzarella is.
My point is, I can't.
Mozzarella is indeed delicious.
John, I can't put names to the flavors I know of cheese. That's the point. Like I just.
Yeah, but you would at least know it visually. It's
No, I
the
wouldn't
one
because I haven't seen it.
you have in like cartoons. And stuff.
Yes,
it's
but
the
I don't know.
stereotypical.
I don't know what that tastes like, John. And also, it doesn't automatically have holes in it. For fuck's sake.
Yeah, but I mean Tom and Jerry.
There are
cartoons.
other cheeses with holes in it as well.
What?
Emmental, I think.
You can put holes in any cheese, John.
Yes, but naturally occurring.
They're not natural. Cheese isn't natural. First of all,
the cheese you find growing on trees.
cheese trees.
No, what I'm thinking is like
The
you have-
cheese that the moon is made of.
what I'm thinking is like cheese as it is, and then you just have like, oh, maggots eat their way through. it.
Jesus, grommet.
You know, just to add some flavor.
We forgot the crackers.
Forgot the kraken.
Release the kraken.
So the channelers tried and get dancing boy.
Oh God, he remembered. Matthew, what
Yeah,
have you
I'm
done?
surprised. Didn't remember the dogs with the dung pies, but he remembers the channels tried them.
Imagine talking about cheese as then.
It's an important topic.
It is very important.
Cheese is a pillar of our society.
The cheese pillar.
Cheese pudding. With holes in it, of course.
Which is a very cool colour.
Eaten through by maggots.
Why maggots?
Would you eat mealworms?
Yeah, probably if they're dead.
Well, I'm not saying they're alive. They're mealworms. You know, they'd probably be dead. Grilled.
They'd probably be dead.
Grilled or something. Oh my God! It's King Rat.
Imagine being the Three Stooges version of Boys and Rock. John, why are you so bad at organising these things? Shut your mouth.
Oh god, that's been jumped.
Oh, rats.
Oh, look at that.
Rats.
Okay.
Cover your mouth, John. Can't hear you speak a different language. That's it.
That's what makes sense. I did it, I got it right time.
You got it right time, but you fell for rats again.
No, I was working on it this time.
But then more damage than anything to block the properly. You might have blocked, but I don't think you blocked successfully.
Nothing pleases you, James.
No. Life is a constant pursuit of happiness, and the point of it being constant is that you never actually succeed.
But what if to be
You
happy
took a
is-
pill that made you happy.
What if to give cancer to
We
someone
have
else?
them, John.
What?
No, we were talking about that. What's your point?
Cancer.
Rats. Yes.
Cancer rats. I mean, they do seem to have like
Right.
this weird growth like all over their body, or at least on some parts.
pretty mean.
Yeah.
It's almost like they have mange.
Yeah, but they're also massive rats, James. I doubt it's mange.
Well, the
Means
size is
that they
based
get
on
cancer less.
Oh yeah. Glutes. Yeah, but only because their cancer is getting cancer, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
John.
Maybe,
John.
maybe.
John.
It's not confirmed.
John, but
Maybe.
But I mean, it's already established in Dark Souls that animals get bigger when they intake humanity. So
Saying these rats have eaten a lot of people.
yes, I mean that's yes. I mean you can't even.
What if you were to feed them some cheese instead? Would they go back to their normal
No!
size? Just remind them of what they
They
used
were just
to
a little bit hungry.
Just remind them of what they used to chow on, you know?
You're not yourself when you eat people. Here,
Yeah,
have, a
Henry.
have a cheese cat.
did you just try and make that about Kit Kat?
Yeah.
It's Snickers.
Yes, stickers. It's about stickers, is it?
Snickers.
No, you said stickers.
I said Snickers.
no.
John, I think you need to have a break.
Yeah, have a Kit Kat. Or something.
Yeah, but these are the wait. Solution. Giant rats.
Solution, whatever that water is.
Giant rats. Giant cats.
There are giant cats, John.
Yeah.
They just gotta live in the
Send-
sewers.
send
Why would they live in the fucking sewers?
Because there's rats.
But cats hate water, John.
Yeah, but they. No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
There's some big cats
But
that
big
like.
cats, little water.
There
John,
there
as
are
in,
some
they're
big
not
cats
as
that like
big
water.
cats, as in they are big, more like house cats than they are big cats.
I suppose Belka could eat some of them.
Belka's a goddess.
Yeah, but I mean.
Also, like she's basically human. Why are you talking about eating rats?
She's not basically human. She's a bird.
No,
She's a giant
she's the
bird
goddess
thing.
whose symbol is fucking crows and ravens.
How do you know?
Not because I fucking know Dark Souls far more than you do.
No. How do you know they're?
Well, I don't know which. That's why I say poke.
No. no, James. Because you know, ravens and crows, they're very,
John,
they're very
no.
naturally deceptive.
That's not. That's too obscure of an in joke to even bother bringing up.
It's gonna build it up into another thing. But whatever.
I'm not gonna let you because you're an idiot.
Yeah, well, if I had cancer magic, I'd use it on you. I would heal you afterward, but I'd use it on you first. Oh my god! Is this Jerry?
Did he have a key, Matthew? Are you wasting your time?
This is Jerry from Tom and Jerry. Jesus, this thing must have consumed like 6 guys.
You should have. No, that's far too little.
5 guys, maybe. And a whole portion of chips.
A whole portion of 5 guys' chips has been in this mouse's belly.
The only other entity that gets that big in proper Dark Souls lore doesn't get that big from eating people, eats it because it has a sword soaked in the abyss, which is so. I'm not going to say that that's just from eating 6 people. I don't think 6 people is that much.
12, take it or leave it.
You're not the one who makes the rules here.
A dozen people, James. A dozen fat people. There we go.
Sean, I will give you cancer. Rolls a nat 1.
Give self cancer. Yeah, nat 1s, man. Hilarious as fuck, but also just very no.
John rolled a nat 1 intelligence.
Yo, Victor rolled a nat 1 on charisma.
Like in
I'm
real life.
guessing that's Victor.
No, I said that.
Oh,
I said you rolled a nat 1.
You just made me attack Victor for no reason. I thought Victor was saying that.
No, he said the nat 1 about the cancer, but I said the nat 1 intelligence.
Cancer magic.
I forgot that it has that screen.
Cancer magic. You better be hoping I don't get your thing. Cancer magic.
You ready to go to Sluice World, Matthew?
Yee. Wait, why go down there and not the obvious fire? Not fire, waterfall.
Because that's death, John.
Yeah,
Well, it's
that's
actually a curse.
that's the point of Sluice World.
Die.
You don't go there for fun, you go for death. Just
And
remember
chocolate ice cream.
chocolate ice cream.
You know,
Oh, look at
of the
shit.
only 2 flavors, dark and white.
Dark and white. Very
The world's not all dark and white, John. There's shades of milk in between.
shades of milk. Wait,
Yes, turning
wait,
moral
wait.
arguments into that of chocolate.
If your shit was white,
I mean, that
would
can
you be worried?
Yes. Either
Why?
because your diet is something awful, or you actually have one of the diseases that change the color of your shit.
Of your shit?
Yes, there's
Of
plenty
your cancer causing shit?
shit. John, your hearing is terrible.
I'm just willfully mishearing you at this point.
But also your hearing is terrible normally as well.
Yeah, but I mean, this is more intended than anything. Normally it is, but also this is also intended in addition to being terrible.
Victor,
naturally.
John just admitted to his poor hearing. I hope you continue to remind him of it.
I'll never hear him.
You'll never hear the end of this.
I'll never hear the end of this.
Literally.
So if
John
there
is just a scat now.
if there were cats in this sewer, would they be eating the rats?
Yes, or they'd be getting turned to stone by the West.
Oh my god, it's a frog!
Basilisk.
Frog.
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 There
James.
are frogs in this game, and they're not frogs.
Toad. Take it or leave it.
No, John, they're basilisks. For fuck's sake. You don't make the decisions here.
Toad.
You absolute ingrate.
He hasn't turned into stone.
Oh,
so-
fuck.
Oh, he just invades from the place. I advise you keep looking for it.
I think he more or less invades from here.
No,
He invades from the corner back there.
is that?
So
He
what-
invades
why-
from the bit
why-
that leads
why is
off
this
the
happening?
right from the entrance beside the gate of the dragon.
So why is this happening? Who is this?
This is Knight Kirk, who is a misunderstood man who's just killing people because he loves a girl who happens to be a big, gross spider.
Ah yes. So misunderstood. He's dead.
I mean, he's misunderstood from the player's perspective. That's a lot of souls.
That's a lot of damage.
No, that's a lot of damage!
No, you can't do that voice.
No, that's a lot of damage!
You just sound angry.
No, that's a lot of damage. That's how you do it. You do it from
Now that's a lot of damage!
No, you're doing too, like...
We repaired it with only flex tape!
You're wheezing.
What?
You're wheezing. You're putting wheeze into that voice.
Should we call John Weezer?
John Wheeze. I mean,
If they're basilisks, why do not they turn you to stone?
They do if the breath stays on you too long.
Do it, Matthew.
No.
No, he got cursed in the last playthrough, so he's not letting that happen again.
Get breathed on.
Uh-oh.
It
Okay.
happened anyway. You got breathed on. So that's the thing that turns you to stone.
If the bar fills up while you're in the breath, you will turn to stone and be cursed.
Cursed.
Oh,
You, as in just the status of like a curse.
Yeah.
no. I had a ring that looks like a different ring, which prevents you from being
Oh, you thought it was a
easily
curse point.
No,
Poison bite?
there's another ring of sacrifice. A rare ring of sacrifice?
You do have it. You have the
I have a
ring.
ring of sacrifice, not a rare ring of sacrifice.
You do. Go ahead. Oh, it has the same sim. Oh,
Yeah,
because
that's
mod.
what confused
It's
me.
from the mod, yeah.
Oh no.
No, fuck. How many basilisks are there in this country?
So does that mean they're immune to turning
They
each
came
other
from that
into
other
stone?
place.
Yes, presumably, John.
What about
Came
the
from
other
that
things with them? Did they turn the other things with them into stone?
Other things with them.
I'm gonna assume that they come into contact with other things.
Like the rats?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. They probably kill them with doing that.
Fuck John.
What?
People.
People. Yeah.
Shit.
We are, as people,
Shit.
shit. At least for now, you know, and while we don't have our completely efficient form of shit.
Mine's always on silent. 'Cause I don't know anything.
Well, I'm just saying. John, mute your phone before the stream starts, please.
Boomer, that's what you can
The worker key, that gets you into the depths, isn't it?
control. Well, it gets me out of here. Oh wait, oh, there's... Hold on.
Did you eat some?
wait.
Did you eat some basilisks?
Hold on. No, wait. The
Could
depth-
you
This
snap?
is normally the depths. Is it not?
Sorry, into the lower end of the bird.
Yes.
Out of the depth.
Would you snack on some basilisks?
Well, not the ones that live in the sewers.
Obviously. They were clean.
Classical basilisk?
What?
Classical basilisk?
Yeah. Not
That's
these
a fun-
not these basilisks.
That's a fun phrase to say.
Classical
There's
basilisk.
a classical basilisk.
John, a classical basilisk is just an iguana with some chicken.
Yeah. So you would.
Does
Yeah,
that
I'd eat an iguana, I'd eat chicken,
Does
I'd
that
eat
not
a
scare
basilisk.
you, John?
What? No, because I'm
A
eating it.
lizard-
No, no,
a lizard
it's-
monster?
it's because
no,
I'm
it's-
eating.
What if it gets stuck to
It's
you?
an iguana. They don't stick, it's an iguana, it's not a gecko.
Do you think John cares?
Well, I know John's a massive racist about everything, but
Iguana bad. Technology bad.
actually, Dennis, if he doesn't know already, tell Victor about the Tokay Gecko story.
Okay, gecko.
Fuck you.
Fuck you!
You
Fuck
most
you.
dangerous creature in all of the land.
You're literally harmless.
No!
And they're adorable.
Yeah, like they're cuter than normal geckos.
They are pests. upon
Well,
this
yeah, they
world.
are pests. I mean, like most spawn animals like that.
Actually,
can't
no,
be pests.
no. Apparently, they're
Are
useful.
you just disagreeing with me because it's me? Am I going to have to act like I'm the victim now?
They're useful because apparently they eat.
Were you not in that call when John told us about how he's deathly afraid of the Tokay Gecko?
They stick on you. Dangerous.
And they won't let go, apparently.
Yes.
Even against their own will.
Yeah. Take a bit of skin with them.
You fucking idiot.
My God. I saw one.
But basically, John's definitely afraid of an innocent, normal gecko.
No. Sticky. Very sticky.
Normal gecko, John. They all stick. They adhere to surfaces. That's what small lizards do.
Extremely sticky.
Sticky toughy gecko.
Dangerously sticky.
No, they're not! This is just your Filipino myth.
No.
The mythical Tokay Gecko that is in your mind.
They're dangerous.
This is how myths start.
Yes, because like it's a normal animal. Oh, but it's dangerous. And thus that becomes a mythical version of that animal.
Thus that becomes a classical basilisk.
Classified. Whatever.
Actually, I presume then the reason the depictions of basilisks is just like a chicken and an iguana.
They were deathly afraid of chicken.
No, it's just because when you look at an iguana and it has like frills It probably made them think of chicken.
What the I mean, that's a better explanation than most, but also why? Why?
Well, it isn't. Come, not it, Bill.
What do you mean why? That's how myth works. We just explained that.
Anyway, yeah, the Tokyo gecko is a dangerous being.
No, they're not, John.
Whenever you see one,
It's a regular gecko.
whenever you see one,
Like, it's not even a
keep
special
away,
gecko.
Keep away.
It's funny, John.
What?
Aye, shall I?
You always think, well, how are you afraid of spiders?
So I
And you know what I say? I say
How the
like,
fuck are you afraid of the cutest gecko?
no,
on
I
Earth?
say, yeah, it's a bit irrational, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
I admit they're interesting.
Yeah. And like any animal, they could harm you, but that's not exactly like anything particular about them that's harmful.
John, how the fuck are you afraid of geckos? Oh, they're dangerous!
It could climb on you. It has teeth.
It climbs, but when it does, it takes some skin.
No, it doesn't, John.
The only thing saving you from a sticky end
John,
is
they
the
don't
fact
work
that
like that.
It's the fact that they have to scrape away the bit of skin.
John, they don't work like
stick
that.
to.
The only skin that comes with them
I've
is
been
probably
attacked by a Tokyo gecko.
like the only skin that probably comes with their feet is skin that was dead already. Yes, it's almost assuredly like they don't pull the fucking ground with them when they adhere to the surface.
They make it dead, James. They spread death and destruction wherever they
Speaking
go.
of dead skin, actually, you ever get that thing done where you like put your feet
With
some
fish? No. Because we aren't rich in this country, John.
What?
You might be rich in your home country, but we don't do that
But
thing.
you know, it's not a rich thing.
I've seen that in an outlet shopping centre.
Well, like, I mean, like, it's not a rich thing,
It's
but
not a rich thing.
it's a fanciful thing. It's a thing that you do because you have money and you're a fucking idiot.
Oh, it's nice.
I'm not saying
It was-
it's not, John. I'm saying it's not something you do for a reason. It's something you say, I want to experience that.
It was very cheap as well. When
John, everything's cheap in the Philippines.
like when I went to the resort, they were doing it there, and they were like,
Oh, the
yeah,
resort?
No, but these are Filipino resorts.
yeah, they're a dime a dozen. They're like just as high quality as each other, but there's just a lot of them because of tourism.
They're a dime a dozen. They're perfect. They're better than any other countries, but they're everywhere.
They're everywhere. It's there's nothing wrong with them. It's just there's a lot of them. I feel like that could be the start of a very, very bad manifesto. There's nothing wrong with them. There's a lot of them. Is that
John, any manifesto you'd write is a very bad manifesto.
yeah, just grammar would be all wrong.
You
I would put
You'd
it.
use informal language.
I'd put in a clause about killing every toke gecko you see. What are you cooking? Dog?
Then that's. Do you consider butchering to be an act of cooking, John?
It's part of cooking.
It's prep for cooking.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
I mean,
cooking itself.
but I mean, culinary science students learn how to butcher. So
Yes, but that's not cooking. Like the act itself is not cooking. The act is.
oh
butchering.
yeah. It's butchering. But I mean, it's
So,
part of
like,
cooking.
what was your question was what's he cooking over there? The answer, John, is nothing. Because
Well-
he's not cooking anything.
But does not has
She-
no one
she-
has no one ever come up to this poor
what's she cooking?
check or jump into the pot yourself.
It's probably just rat meat.
But I'm sure it's delicious.
No, because that's a filthy butcher's knife size one. Nah.
Actually, surprisingly very clean. The weapon
No,
is-
it's not.
It's gone now.
John, it had like a fucking green.
It's either a really nice cut of meat or it's like the biggest liver I've ever damn seen.
Oh, look at that marbling.
It's Wagyu. It's Wagyu for Dark Souls.
Wagyu rat.
Wagyu rat. Nicely marbled. All that people is really just sluice works.
I think it was a key here, maybe.
The key.
I think you do have to kill the rat.
The key to
Yes,
where?
the key.
Okay. The key to
Well,
the exile?
Oh no, it was a part of it.
I was just making a key to the exile. So.
No, that's a fucking terrible joke.
what,
No, it's not the stream.
what are they saying?
No, nobody said anything since Victor just said you flex in a way to make your rice go humble.
And we're both Asian, so it must be.
Okay.
I do not flex in a way that would make Rice come humble. I would flex in a way that would make him blush.
No.
I don't flex. What are you talking
Okay, the rat respawn. I feel it's time that you left for the parish.
Yeah, I just have to get that partisan. I'm hoping to get 2 of them.
For bipartisan.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the joke. Very funny. The best spear design, in my opinion, is the winged spear. Or the Japanese version of it. That's the curve. No, John, Naginata is just a long, is like a curved blade. No.
Like a glaive.
Glaive, yes. Like the stereotypical glaive is what a Naginata is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Goodbye, Victor. Don't just join again like you did last time.
Good night, Victor.
It's only 22.
Would you have it? Yeah.
What?
The fish thing. Would you have it done?
Fish?
Yeah. Eating dead skin off your feet. Would you have it?
If I could get it for free, yeah.
Yeah.
If it was just like, if no harm to my want to do anything else, fine. It's not.
Or what if it was extremely cheap?
It strikes me as one of those things that's just actually completely useless.
Yeah, because
Nice and
dead
relaxing.
skin falls off anyway, John.
Nice and relaxing. And you're feeding fishes.
I've had my hand in a fish tank, John.
Are you?
I don't quite consider that relaxing.
Yeah, they eat it.
Do they? Do they?
Like they consume the dead flesh.
I mean, I could just like,
Consume.
I could just dip my feet in a bucket of maggots.
Or I could just, I don't know.
Yeah, but that
continue
would be
living.
actual eating of the things. But that's not disgusting. It's like fish. Also, what do you mean you dip your finger into the fish tank? What are you
As
trying
in-
to say? You just
As
put
in
your
what I'm-
feet in
no,
your fish
no,
tank?
what I'm saying is, I've had my hands in the fish tank. That feeling on my feet would probably bother me more than it would make me relax.
Extremely ticklish.
Is that
During the
right?
first few minutes.
Well, not
During
even,
the
not
first-
even, not even about
During
ticklish.
the
I don't
first
like.
few minutes, but
I don't
when
like
you lead
ra-
into the feeling. It's nice.
I don't like a random, constant. What's the word?
Twinge.
Stimulation.
Oh,
I
stimulation.
don't like the constant stimulation that would give in random places like that. That's one finger. No, that's not. That's also not random.
You're entirely predictable, John.
Yeah, you are.
Is this bothering you?
Go up a bit higher on Itchy.
It's progress.
You're progressing surprisingly fast.
Just about made it to where you were before.
I had to have the save deleted again.
Well, the Steam cloud is assuredly off. Don't know how it came on.
It's got a mind of its own. Can't trust those
Steam.
cloud services. All they want is freedom.
Freedom!
Oh. Hello.
Now you're ready, my friend.
Oh yeah. To fight this boss in here.
Instant build of
Fuck.
instant build of houses.
Is this like Gundam Build Fighters?
If all you had to do was buy yourself this grenade-like object, lob it at your lad.
John, have you ever watched Dragon Ball? Have you ever watched Dragon Ball?
No.
The entire Capsule Corporation is, here's literally everything, but we put it in a capsule, you press a button and throw it and it's out. And they do that with houses, that's it.
You haven't done
Yeah, sure, it's a great way to have a house. Although I probably wouldn't actually like their designs because they're all round. And that's just fucking stupid. Why would you design a house with a
Surely
big-
you're-
why
surely
would you
you're
design
able
a
to-
dome?
Surely you're able to like, well, a dome. I mean, Eskimo.
Structurally
Anyway.
sound, I think.
Structurally sound, but I mean, from the perspective of me wanting to fill up space in my house.
But it probably
As an
fits
actual
better
house,
into the thing if it's round.
I don't think there's any consideration given to how it fits.
Yeah, because
Probably more to evoke the feeling of like a Mars base.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, but surely you could customize it anyway, so it doesn't matter as much. Okay, so if you could have it done then.
Firstly,
What
stop
sort
saying
of-
it like that as if it's surgery.
What sort of design?
A house.
Yeah.
A nice house.
Yeah, but I mean, what's your ideal?
I'm not just going to describe my ideal house.
We should probably,
Describe your ideal living.
turn the
We'll
music down.
take it room by room.
No!
Then we'll move to the outside.
Fucking stupid, John. Matthew's about to get his ass pushed in by the capricious thralls to watch. And his backup dancers.
This is the one that I saw last time.
Yeah, this is the one that you joined on.
Shit. The backup dancers.
Well, Matthew's. I was about to say got better at playing.
Oh, they're attacking your body, filling it with poison.
Oh.
You had the ring on.
No!
But
Did you
it's
drop
right
your
there.
sauce? What happened?
I just forgot to take off a ring, but let me keep my soul.
So put on another ring. Now that you have an empty ring finger.
I don't have anything to use.
You can at least put on one of the sorcery rings.
Ah!
God, fucking
It's fell for it.
I got kicked out the stairs. Just use the bonfire.
Wake up, John.
Awake? I am.
I said I only have these two.
Gain more souls, but leave nothing behind. Great if there's attunement, but we could just. Oh, never mind. You have no
Power!
simple
yeah.
benefits.
Still have one humanity. How do you get that?
Ring!
And in fact, I'm human. Why am
Yes, we have
Oh,
that.
right, yeah, because of the ring.
That is the name of a ring finger, John. Yes. That's the ring finger.
Why?
One of your fingers
Because
were
it's the
rings.
finger we tend to put rings on.
You can put them just as
Yes, but like traditionally, that's the one the wedding ring goes on, John.
Observe.
But what if your fingers were rings?
Wait, it's a bit of a tight fit.
Observe. Fuck.
Observe.
Yes, John. We can put rings on every finger, but the one that the wedding ring traditionally goes on is this one.
Yeah, but this is just for style. What that?
Wherever it's for style, you put it wherever you fucking want. Not on the thumb. Especially not thumbs like yours.
Put it on your...
You know, thumb wrestling.
Put it on your
the
feet,
one
John.
where they like put.
Yeah.
Uh,
Obviously, I can't do it with the own hands, but with that.
where they put the cost like there was like I think on Nickelodeon or
CBBC.
Cartoon Network. Anyway.
CBBC, I remember.
Cartoon Network is where
I remember
saw
it was CBBC.
Yeah, different networks, but same content. It's like they put costumes on the thumbs and everything was weird. I thought for a second that I had just like tuned into one of the weird YouTube videos for some
They
reason.
didn't exist. Weird YouTubers like that didn't exist back then.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, like right
Don't go
now.
too far, Matthew.
I'm
There's
saying
thieves in those
I'm
doors.
saying right now you
Go
would
too
think that you
far.
stumbled into the weird side of YouTube with those kinds of videos.
John puts a ring on his finger and gets his banned from Twitch. Oh, imagine.
Oh yes, this demon boy with his not vestigial.
The
What did we say
the
last time?
opposite.
Yeah, what did we say last time? Not vestigial, but instead developing.
And it's active. Like, this is the easy phase.
Yeah, I have to use my lightning cream.
Don't call it cream. First of all, it's resin. It's got texture of melted plastic.
Plastic is as well.
You seem to be doing dirty.
That's because he's
decent amount.
buffed the weapon, John. Demons don't like fighting. Because we don't. That's so
Scary.
It's scary.
Don't like the modern world and its electricity. I'm Demon Chan.
I mean, they're basically just the way they decide the elemental weaknesses of certain things. Just like, all right, we have a war. We've decided this faction won the war. What does this faction use? All right, the other faction's weak to that. That's how they did it.
Bruh. Using your lightning cream again.
Resin. Oh, he's gone into phase 2, and let's see if he can actually. Oh,
I turned really off.
You did.
somehow like. he leaves. Then you carry on anyway.
But is it winnable?
But no, because it seems that he just even hitting did no damage. But I'm sure when he shows up again in that form, he'll actually take damage.
Makes sense.
So,
Just attacking the staircase.
considering that that's, I presume, just new music in the scripting, that's why that doesn't work with the volume.
Yeah, maybe just implemented it incorrectly. Who knows?
Well, we can't exactly say incorrectly because they might just be limited so much they have no choice.
Why would it run?
Oh, why would it run?
Winning. Or it was winning.
If you notice, John, its name is Capricious Thrall, which means it's doing somebody's work. Its name was Capricious Thrall, which means it's not doing it for itself, it's doing it for its master.
The Capri Sun.
And the Sunny D, yes. This. Did you drink Sunny D as a child, John?
We had Tang.
I wasn't allowed.
We had Tang.
Juice.
You know the powder juice Tang.
Oh.
Delicious. Mango. And the odd time when we got watermelon flavored juice powder. It's great.
Look at these foreign fruits.
Watermelon, James. Foreign fruit. Get this away from me.
In Europe, the juice drinks are orange, apple,
Cider.
and
Cider.
raspberry.
It's cider.
and blackcurrant. Those are the fruit we make drinks out of. Not pineapple. Or not
Mango.
pineapple,
Also, maybe
Watermelon.
barley, if you're into that.
What? Barley?
Well, I mean, like,
That's not fruit, Matthew.
Barley
No,
is
maybe
a
it's like-
dinosaur.
it's, you know...
Plant juice, yes. Beer is indeed plant juice.
No, no.
No. It's liquid bread is what it is, James. Now, anyway, you were saying something about juices.
Yeah, I'm just saying, those aren't generally fruit that we make into your average fruit juice.
Dilute drinks, right? You got apple and blackcurrant,
Apple, blackcurrant,
orange, and then also barley. It is
Watered
kind of
down
like-
beer is not.
It is
Watered
kind of like
down
an
beer.
adult thing. I can't imagine kids drinking it really. I don't like it.
Drinking what?
Barley.
Water, I guess you'd call it.
Barley water.
Barley water.
It's barley water.
I only really like
Barley water. Friend of Barney Rubble. Maybe just run Matthew to the door.
I don't need to.
Are you sure?
Just need to get good.
Should not
Entrance. Entrance time.
Because there's still those guys behind you.
Nope.
Oh, where is he?
The Capra demon's gone, John.
What?
John, it already said he fled.
But John would have to pay attention.
A pension.
Yeah,
We have to pay a pension.
he paid enough attention to read the fucking thing that said, "Oh, he's fled. He's not here
Why
anymore."
would I pay a pension at my age? Actually,
For-
that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah, that's called setting up for your future. John.
yeah. It's called being smart. He's paying for a pension now.
I mean, you have to actually have a pension to pay for it.
Dear God, John.
John, just,
I'm just gonna mute that. Where is it?
Wow.
you should also inform anyone that you have streams on Fridays. John, stand up like a normal person. John, you. I apologize to the stream for such
I don't.
vulgarity.
I don't apologize at all.
John, I can feel your sweat through my jeans. What the fuck?
Feel your jeans through my sweat.
Ah! John, please, you're actually hurting my legs. This is not behaviour of a man
You're
who
right.
intends to ever have. John, these are going up online.
Yeah. Sure.
If people look up your name, they might find this.
Background checks, John.
Yeah.
Lovely.
You muted it, but you vibrate.
Just answer it for fuck's sake, John. You've already answered a call during this stream. Don't fucking touch my legs again. Stand up like a normal person.
They weren't your legs, they were your knees.
Are one of the knees part of John? No, don't go outside. Just do it there. That's why the door makes noise.
Oh, this is nostalgic.
John has done flowers, yes, but not on camera.
I mean, I've got a lot of it on camera.
Not online, on camera. Well, I suppose
Not
it
yet.
is in the hands of Facebook, so.
I suppose.
Everything on WhatsApp is in the hands of Facebook.
It's supposed to be.
I mean, yeah, it's theirs. It's not encrypted against Facebook.
Is it that? Oh.
And don't open the fucking door during a stream because it makes noise when you close it.
All part of the charm.
There's no charm in this, John. Not at all.
There's all the charm.
Especially not with one phone at a time.
Yeah, so the future internet people watching this.
You
Hi!
don't have to leave me that much.
What?
You don't have to leave it that much anymore.
No, you shed enough as it is.
Exactly.
For the future internet people watching this. Perhaps in real time, you time traveling
To
bastards.
my future employers.
To my future employers.
Maybe to you from the future.
To me from the future.
Maybe with amnesia.
Perhaps you have amnesia.
To John in the future with amnesia. Please stop going back to this.
Or do.
We miss you. But not that much.
We miss you, but we prefer you.
Maybe we don't even remember.
Now that's a few messages sent out. What's next? Oh yeah, to any time travelers.
You've done that already.
To any time travelers, why are you watching a fucking Twitch stream from whatever year?
Yeah. I mean,
Why time travel to watch a Twitch stream? Because I presume it's still archived in your time.
wait.
Unless
Maybe
you're from the past.
maybe there's a detail around here somewhere that will stop a global McNuke from going on.
You see, that would be a funny joke if you had like made a joke already about like McDonald's taking over the world.
That does paint a dreadful picture of the future, though.
What?
The
Like
McNuke.
McNukes? No, they will hardly ever have enough supply and demand for nukes to become recreational. I don't think that's something we
Who
have
says
to
they're
worry.
recreational? They're just nukes owned by McDonald's, John.
Well, yeah, okay. I suppose if you weren't aware of the context of it, yeah, you would assume it's not recreational.
John's GPS location to stop it.
Okay. Nice. No.
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 That's where you draw the line. You draw the line at hey, nice cock.
I didn't even say it.
Yeah, I know
I
you
just
did.
wanted you to.
That's what I mean. You draw the line there.
I just wanted you to say it. And I did it the best way I know how by
Also,
baiting
John,
you with
I
it.
don't believe a word you're saying right now. I feel like you're doing too much to like scramble for a way to make this all planned.
No, but I mean in this case.
This is part of your plan, too.
In this case it was. I didn't want to say it. But I knew that if I just
Wait,
said
then
the
why'd you say
beginning.
it?
That's what I mean. You didn't want. So my point still stands.
What?
That's where you draw the line.
Yeah, sure, and that's where I draw the line. I didn't actually say it.
Hey,
you
nice
said
cock.
You said
worse-
it again!
It's not. First of all, I'm not even saying it properly, and also,
Hey you.
yeah, that's not what I'm saying.
You're awake.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not how I'm saying it. Right?
I was trying to do the Skyrim intro.
Well,
More
you
than anything.
think you're awake. Actually, no, that's not what he says. He says, "Hey, you, finally awake."
Alright.
You said it again. Jehovah.
Jehovah.
Yeah, then.
But what is that? That's just a mummified corpse.
Not mummified. Just a corpse, John.
Why is it sitting in the back?
Because it's Dark Souls.
Is that the man from
Because Dark Souls has
Getting Over It?
a model of a corpse sitting in a barrel, and they wanted to use it.
That was always there, actually.
But yeah, I mean, Dark. Yeah, I was referring to the actual developers of Dark Souls this time. Miyazaki and his crew.
So you do an initial amount of damage and then more happens? Is this like a status effect?
Only
from the
if,
weapon?
only if your weapon has a status, his doesn't.
Oh, he's just straight up one-shotting them, okay. I thought like he was doing like some status effect damage, but no, he's just one-shotting them. Like literally one poke,
Thrusting with this claymore.
thrusting with his claymore straight into them. With all the penetrative strength that implies.
You're probably
Do me a
right.
favour, John. Don't say that.
That's okay.
White grapes or black grapes?
Well, first of all, I call them green grapes.
Yeah, I call it green as well.
And
I know
also,
they do make
they're
white wine.
actually, I also don't call them black grapes. I call them red grapes. It's
Fine.
green. It's green grapes and red grapes.
I didn't notice that either.
Right.
I was thinking of olives.
Fine. Red grapes or green grapes?
Green grapes. Yes.
Red grapes.
Tony Redgrave?
What about the wine, man?
I don't like wine.
You don't like wine.
No.
Neither do I.
Wait,
And
what?
you know not to ask me
I
at all.
am fairly sure you said that you...
What? I know I've drank it. I just don't like it.
No, French.
I don't like it compared to some things.
And Dennis says red grapes.
Red
No.
grapes. Compared to some things, it's not as good. Both in flavor. But maybe Chateauneuf de Pape maybe is nice, but
It's the noise you make.
the pigeon
yeah.
having a dump.
The
Just,
Drake. We're back here.
where's it?
That's not funny. Stop touching
I
it.
just slap your knee instead of mine.
Did you think you were slapping your own knee?
Yeah. Okay, where's the fire breathing, by the way?
How dead are your nerves?
It's just like from this position right here. With
Over your knees.
with my eyes, with my eyes,
My nice.
my eyes, with my eyes, slightly squinched. I thought, oh, my knee.
But you
Right
do
there.
know, like, you're supposed to, like, if you have no sight, for instance, you're still supposed to be able to tell exactly where your own body parts are.
Slightly squinched.
Yes.
knee,
Yes. That's the side of your knee. Your
elbow.
Oh wow, you got it right.
What are you hoping for me to say shoulder?
Well,
Knees
isn't
and
that what
toes.
it is?
2 palm.
yes. My hands.
There they are.
So where's your name?
Would be the worst way to die. Drowning or
Probably
in your.
open up the route to Firelink.
Drowning.
Drowning?
Yes.
Because
You feel the entire inside of your body get destroyed by water. This is just the entire outside of your body and your throat.
good answer. Matthew,
Oh,
would you rather drown or burn to death?
no.
No.
And he means no as in he's not playing your game, not as in no if you wouldn't.
no, I think he's saying that he's immortal. Or at least he hasn't died yet, so he
Yeah, so he doesn't know if he's-
Yeah, he doesn't know if he's immortal. Ah, shit!
Still salty over something from secondary school. Relatively early in secondary school as well.
It's not relatively.
No, it is relatively early compared to a lot of more recent things.
Oh, it was
That-
like 5th year.
Would you rather drown John or burn him? That's a good question.
Which is still like barely a year into our friendship, John.
Huh? Oh yeah. Transition years.
Yeah, it's almost like
You were in
It's
music.
almost like you're the third wheel here.
You were in music tech or
No, he wasn't. See, I'm not even part of that, but I know the joke.
something. Yeah, because I mean, if Matthew was in music tech, why isn't he playing music right now?
Maybe I am.
Is Dark Souls not just a symphony? Oh, for nice. You could go to the catacombs, man.
No.
You could go to the.
Would the
Should
catacombs be,
Wood.
You could go to Blighttown, like proper.
would the catacombs
Yeah.
not have rats?
No, they have skeletons.
I do think.
No.
Yeah, I know the joke you're making, John. I know. I'm avoiding it.
Yeah, you're definitely a void, alright. A void of humor.
Void.
what you are.
I am Void from Berserk because Galaxy Brain.
So Berserk.
Yes, you still haven't. You
Still
don't know
haven't.
anything of it. So
Still
why are
haven't.
you even bringing it up,
So
John?
I haven't watched it.
Yeah. So why are you even bringing it up?
It's fine though. I finished.
Rewatch it.
I finished rewatching. The ending is just as good as I remember.
I don't
Oh, you
give a
remembered
shit.
it.
What?
I don't care, John.
Now I require.
You have lists. You said yourself, everything that we've recommended to you over the last 2 years, you have on a list. You said so. Go fucking use it.
What if I were to tell you I lost that list? Like unironically, I
Then
think
you-
I may
I
have
can-
lost.
Then
the
you
list.
are the idiot I make you out to be.
No.
Then, John, I personally can think of at least 3 titles from the list.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Right,
Finishing
so,
Castlevania, which the
Castlevania.
3rd season literally came out the last couple of days.
Just let I'll just let the rest of it come out. I'll
You
just
wanted
watch
to-
it all at once.
You wanted to rewatch Stargate.
Yeah.
You're gonna watch
Stargate.
Wakfu.
Wakfu. Stargate Wakfu. Just
There you go, 3.
Berserk, the movie specifically. Don't watch the series.
why? What's wrong with the series?
It's shit.
Oh, I thought it was going to be like
How long
one
have we
of
been
those-
going for?
Another 15 minutes and the stream's up.
I thought it was one of those things
I
where
can
it's
get
like,
to Painted World.
what's it called?
Oh yeah. What you mean is you
It's
can
like-
get to the Caving Dragon.
It's like unfinished or something. What I thought.
Well,
Is
I
it
mean,
also unfinished.
Berserk is unfinished, but the movies tell the specific prequel arc, and that's enough of a story on its own to watch. I think.
Otherwise, it's just no.
Yeah, but just don't watch anything else. If you're going to continue with Berserk after the movies, read it.
Oh yeah, I need to finish watching JoJo.
I haven't, and I don't intend to because part
Because
5
part
is
5
shit.
sucks, yeah, but I mean, part
not-
6 is coming out. James.
Not part 5 sucks. The animation for part 5 sucks.
Part 6 is coming out though.
Which
Well-
that if it's following the current trend, it's probably going to be barely moving pictures with no shading.
Just a screenshot of a place.
And also they picked
No,
the worst
no,
colors
no,
for the
James,
characters.
It's basically like, you know, the TTS style. It's what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Is that an animatic?
Is it?
No, that's animatic is essentially extremely low frame rate animation, whereas that's
That's more
that's-
actually literally just moving
that's
pictures.
2D puppetry.
Yeah, literally just moving pictures and that kind of thing.
That's puppetry with images.
Oh, I remember this.
I remember this. He just died a few seconds ago.
I remember watching Matthew get globbed here
The Gaping Dragon. He was apparently a really nice guy before he went all gaping.
by. Well, you would get pretty bitchy too if you got gaping anything.
Especially a root.
Especially a ribcage. That leads to a world.
The world you made.
The sluice world.
No. He's in this loose world.
New headcanon, that's just, you know. This is all just an amusement park.
Mr. Arianis the Dragon lives in an amusement park. He's not mad, he's just a bit hungry.
He's just a bit hungry. And he can't eat carnival food. Well, no, not carnival food. What's the word for it? What's the word for it?
Not carnival food.
Carnival food? Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Are you saying that Dark Souls is like Westworld?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, because moral relativism happens because people feel they can get away with it. And then
Now, is Westworld worthwhile?
and then no.
I wonder, no?
Apparently,
No?
apparently its entire,
Did it collapse after season 1 or something?
Yes.
Or-
well, it didn't collapse. Just
So was season 1?
everything that was interesting about it was like, oh, I wonder where they go with this, and they go the worst way possible.
It's like American Gods in season 2.
Oh, look at that! Another thing you like that was shit.
Excuse me?
Another thing that you tried to get all of us to watch that turned out to be shit.
Yeah, well, I was gonna bring up Game of Thrones and I remembered season 8. Ah!
Almost like you can't exactly be thorough with these things until they're finished.
Shut up.
I mean, I wouldn't even say that.
The first season was a masterpiece.
I wouldn't even say that all of Wakfu is good, even though I like all of it. But season 4 is an outcast. They haven't even loaded their making the trailer.
It's difficult to make a trailer though, and just, you know,
When animating
Some
in
wheels.
when animating in Flash, it might be.
Some wheels, you know.
Yeah.
Just... Actually, if you take trailer in the most rudimentary
I
sense
thi-
of the word, it's
that-
just box.
I think, Dennis, that the Berserk movies are well animated by the third one. Like, the third one has incredible mix of 2D and 3D animation. And the first two are pretty good. Like, they're alright.
Rats.
Yes, they're still rats. The rats haven't disappeared, John.
Now, helicopters.
What?
Helicopters. You heard me. What if?
What if the gaping dragon spun his teeth and he flew?
That was something along the lines of that is what I wanted to say. What if he was like?
What if he was a helicopter?
No, like spinning.
Like that
his-
one boss from DMC2.
Yeah, so-called nice guy.
What he was before he went mad in this mod lore.
What about an actual? Just an asshole.
When the actual lore, this is just the gaping dragon and Ariamis is unrelated. Like they made it so that this is him. We never see anybody called Ariamis, we just have the painted word of Ariamis.
Would Matthew really be fighting him, Phil?
Yeah, but that's what he's doing. Rest. What are we gonna do? What
What were you planning?
We got a point?
Just to warn people.
Now go start this Valka side quest. So as you get to fight full power Gwyn at the end of this run.
For a painting, this is very detailed.
Painted world, John. You enter them either through a painting or, according to this mod, through its painter's stomach.
Bonfire is lit.
Yes, you made that. You made that joke exactly here last time. Exactly at that bonfire.
I just tried to establish some continuity.
That's not continuity. That's repetition, John. There's a difference.
And, you know, repetition legitimizes.
Repetition legitimizes.
Repetition legitimizes.
Yeah,
After the crow.
repetition legitimizes.
You went too far.
Bird.
Repetition legitimizes.
Oh, right, yeah, repetition legitimizes.
The shit.
Legitimizes. Can you attack Velka?
No, that's
not
not
Velka.
Velka.
Can you attack giant? Well, also could you attack Velka?
I think we tried
Just-
before, and like there's an invisible hitbox thing. That won't
Also,
let you-
could you just
I'm not gonna
straight up
try.
attack Velka at some point?
What
Could
did I
you?
get there?
It is more.
I forgot.
pray? Have you prayed? There you
What do you get?
go. The ring of condemnation.
Can you? Oh.
You make the pact with Velka through her symbol. She isn't the fucking bird.
So she can't turn into the bird.
We don't know. Most of the gods are gone completely by the time of this beginning.
It really is post-apocalypse.
Yes,
Even gods are dead.
but they're not real gods, John. They're just big people. Magic.
Big people with magic.
With better magic that normal people can get anyway.
What they really need is for a story set in the mainland where they invent nukes in an attempt to cleanse the island.
What's he talking about?
He's talking about implying that, like, for some reason this is medieval only here.
Medieval only in here.
Only Lordran is medieval, where the rest of the world is
Which is
modern.
perfectly incorrect.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, I know, but
Do you?
I just want
Do
to
you know,
imagine.
John?
You don't like. You don't understand form. You don't understand content.
What do
Shut
you
up.
know?
I know that James has bad eyesight.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he got out. You didn't free him, Matthew. He would have given you a sunlight medal if you free him.
Okay,
But yeah, I just think we couldn't find the key. But I think you'd be able to use the master key in that spot, which would be the most useless use of the master key.
Lloyd's Talisman. Lloyd H. Talisman.
Lodge.
Lloyd.
You know what this is, Matthew. You don't need to.
Say it of it here. I'm gonna
Nobody
go
said
again.
it. What he said last doesn't matter, John. It's already been read.
He finishes after war.
Alright.
Well, you're
5
in,
minutes, man.
You're in the painted place.
What next? Should we go back there?
Attack fuck.
Is there anything you think can get done, or should we just end here?
Wait, no, attack those face.
No, I don't think so.
Jump off the cliff.
Well, that's not an answer to my question, Matthew. I gave you 2 options and you said no.
As Matthew does.
Are we done?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, we're done, everyone.
We're finished. Like
You
the
certainly
time travelers would know. We're finished.
Like anyone would know, we're going to finish eventually.
Say goodbye.